Good morning, traders. It's Tuesday, August 27th. Taking a look at the charts, equities are trading slightly lower this morning, down, depending on the index, about 0.2% to about 0.5%. If we look at the SP 500, we can see the market kind of running up this light blue line. This is the 5-day moving average. I consider it kind of the momentum moving average, where if the market is in a very strong trend, it naturally wants to stay above it. It'll pause to it, but then keep popping. The overall market here has had a very nice run, and it is primed and ready. We've had a nice push up. It's flagging sideways, and it could very easily start to extend and expand. We're at a pretty critical turning point where this market might pull back and consolidate for a while, or it is going to pop and rally. If we take a look over at the NASDAQ, same type of thing, flagging sideways, a little bit more in a bull flag pattern, trading through the 5-day, but still above the 20 and the 50-day moving average, which are sloping up. So still overall a bullish pattern. It's just not near the highs or holding above the 5-day. Now, if we take a look at kind of some of the market movers like NVIDIA, again, it's got a very similar chart pattern. NVIDIA pulled back yesterday to the 5-day. It's been flagging sideways. This is primed and ready for potentially another pop. This type of little pause at the 5-day is very similar to all of these pauses at the 5-day. We've had multiple, and usually you see some type of push. So NVIDIA is on the cusp. Obviously, it does have a series of lower highs, so we need to see this really pop and break out. If it does, this is a huge move, big percentage-wise to the upside, like 20+% NVIDIA could pop. And that's just the short-term pattern. There is a longer-term bull flag pattern that can point to even higher pricing. But NVIDIA primed and ready at support. It was down pretty significantly yesterday, which held the markets down. So was Tesla, both down 2 to 3%. And Tesla is trying to figure out if it can get some traction. Overall, it does have a series of lower highs, but it has shifted. It's above the key moving average. It does have a bit of a bull flag. This, you could argue, could be a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders. We've got a neckline. This here is a bull flag. Potentially, if this gets traction, we're going to see a really nice run in Tesla as well. So two of the big stocks are primed and ready to get traction. If we take a look at Amazon, Amazon is a little more bearish. It's under the key moving averages. Let's take a quick look at Apple. This is a powerhouse as well. Apple is holding above the 5-day. Again, very similar. It's just flagging sideways here for the last week and a half. Really trying to just eat through this whole resistance area. And if it gets traction here and we start to see the market move through, this is a big move up, and we're going to see the stock market really pop and rally. Just with a few of these big Magnificent Seven stocks, if they move, they're going to drag the market with it. Overall today, where is money flowing? It's coming out of stocks. We are also seeing money coming out of bonds. Bonds are moving down, which I think is actually a good thing. I think if money's coming out of bonds, it means it's wanting to rotate. It's liquidating to go into stocks. So we might start to see people move into the stock market. So I think that is somewhat of a bullish sign. If we take a look over at precious metals, we've got gold down a little bit this morning, silver down a little bit. Gold is just really grinding its way up. This, I think at any point here, I think it's going to expand and have a string of green bars and pop up to this 2650, 2750 area. I think it's just working its way there, slow and steady. If we take a look over at oil, down 1%, it had a good rally there yesterday, kind of coming to the upper end of this. If we were to draw a line across these tops, stuck under the 50-day, under this resistance, a big pivot level actually through this chart. If we were to just draw a line, there's a lot of highs and lows through this whole area, so that's naturally going to work as a resistance area, but no real insight on oil. It's really just kind of flagging sideways in a very large pattern, and I think eventually I think it'll resolve to the downside, but no opportunity there at this point. What else do we have? Let's take a quick look over at the hot list. We've got home builders. They've had a really strong pop recently, having a big expansion move to the upside. Definitely got a little bit overdone, pulled back a little bit. Overall, our positions are continuing to move up. The only one that is slightly down is we hit our first target on the IYR yesterday. So we had a nice target hit there to close out some of that position, move our stop up to break even. All of our other positions are holding up and in the money, except for QLD, which is pretty much trading flat. And we're just waiting for this next leg up in the tech space. If we go and take a look at the tech sector, you can see yesterday it was hit pretty hard and pulled back. And it doesn't actually look that hard, but it was the one sector that was down about 1%, while the rest of the market was up. And of course, the tech really, even though one sector was down and the rest were up, it still held the markets negative. It just shows how much weighting the tech has. Everything can be strong, and one sector kills everything and even pulls the market down. But it's just flagging here in a bullish pattern. Anyways, other than that, that's about it. We're just going to let the market work itself out and see where we go. I can see here on the tech sector, we've gone from a downtrend to an uptrend, and we have actually the market above this 20-day moving average. And we've got these green little bars you can see here. There's actually a little B for buy signal. The market, the tech sector is actually oversold, and I think we actually have a cycle low. So it'd be interesting to see if buyers step in and we start to see that next leg higher here over the next couple of sessions. Anyways, that's it for now. Take care. Bye-bye.